Hello again. In this video, we'll review the most important conditional structures, first, second, and third. Let's begin with the first conditional. In this one, there is a condition that is in the present because it's very likely or it's very possible. So we're going to imagine that you're planning your schedule for the next semester and you're talking about it with your bestie. So there's a condition that is possible or very likely, and obviously the consequence in which we can use different levels of probability that go from 100%, that is absolutely sure, to 0%, which means that we are sure that this is not going to happen. So we said you're planning your schedule for the next semester. You can tell your friend, if I take classes in the morning, I'll see you more often. This is 100% sure. Now you can also say, if I take classes in the morning, I could see you more often. So you're expressing here some doubt about the fact that you're going to see your friend. Or you could also say, if I take class in the morning, I may see you more often, lower level of probability. And then if I take classes in the morning, I might see you more often, which is a very low level of probability. Or you could also definitely say, even if I take classes in the morning, I won't be able to see you more often, which means that it's 0% sure that you will not see your friend. We can also express the consequence in the present as a frequent or an action that is frequent. For example, you could say, if I take classes in the morning, I'll be seeing you more often. In this case, we see the action as progressive or frequent. In this case, obviously, it means frequent. Let's look at the second conditional. In this case, we talk about a situation that is not likely or is not happening in the present time, and so you hypothesize how things could be different. For example, now let's imagine that you never take classes in the morning, but your friend usually does. So in this case, as I already said, we talk about a situation that is hypothetical or unlikely, and obviously we can talk about the consequence with different levels of probability. For example, if we say, if I took classes in the morning, which I'm not doing obviously, I would see you more often. So this means that if something changed, things would be different, and here we're talking about 100% of probability. But we can also go lower. For example, if I took class in the morning, I could see you more often. Or if I took class in the morning, I may see you more often. Going all the way down to, if I took classes in the morning, I might see you more often. Or we can say that definitely, even if we took classes in the morning, we wouldn't be able to see our friend more often. And this is the way we'll put it. But in the same way, we can express the action as in progress or frequent. For example, we could say, if I took classes in the morning, I will be seeing you more often. So this is the second conditional. Now let's talk about the third conditional. In this one, the condition is in the past, but the consequence could be in the present. For example, we're going to imagine that you're taking classes in the afternoon, but your bestie is taking classes in the morning. So this means that you cannot see each other. But then you run into him or her one day during the semester. The semester is in course. You're taking classes in the afternoon. Your bestie is taking classes in the morning. So in this case, as we said, the condition is impossible because it's in the past. You're already taking classes, so you already registered at those times. But the consequence in the present, because the semester is still in course, in progress. So if we want to express 100% of probability, we would say, if I had taken classes in the morning, I would see you more often. If we take a lower level of probability, we can say, if I had taken classes in the morning, I could see you more often. Or we can say, if I took classes in the morning, I might see you more often. And finally, if we want to express 0% probability, we can say, even if I had taken classes in the morning, I wouldn't see you more often. We can also express this as in the previous ones, as something progressive or frequent. For example, we could say, if I had taken classes in the morning, I will be seeing you more often. So this is because the semester is still in course, so the consequence is still in the present. Now finally, let's look at the third conditional with a consequence in the past. So now we're going to consider that the semester is over and you took classes in the afternoon, whereas your bestie took classes in the morning. So you cannot change things. Both the condition and the consequence are in the past. So in this case, we can also indicate probability that goes from 100% to 0%. And you will say, if I had taken classes in the morning, I would have seen you more often. Or, if I had taken classes in the morning, I could have seen you more often. An even lower level of probability, if I had taken classes in the morning, I may have seen you more often. And then lower, if I had taken classes in the morning, I might have seen you more often. And finally, if you're sure that even if you had taken class in the morning, you wouldn't have seen your friend, that's the way you will say it. Even if I had taken classes in the morning, I wouldn't have been able to see you more often. And finally, obviously, we can say this as an action in progress or frequent, and in this case, we would say, if I had taken classes in the morning, I would have been seeing you more often. So it's just like a point of view where we see the situation as something that could have been frequent. So this was a little review of the conditionals. I hope that things are a little bit clearer now, and I'll be seeing you next time.